So students, today I'm going to talk about the disease malaria. Okay, it's a disease which is mainly caused by protozoa. So here the causative agent is protozoa, which is named Plasmodium, genus of Plasmodium. Actually, there are different species of Plasmodium such as Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium falciparum, Plasmodium ovale, Plasmodium malariae, and each and every species of Plasmodium may cause different types of malaria. Among these, Plasmodium vivax causes the most common type of malaria that are usually found. Okay, and the Plasmodium ovale that causes the disease which is the rarest of all, and the Plasmodium falciparum which causes the malignant malaria, and it is one of the most dangerous one. Okay, so here the causative agent of malaria is Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium falciparum, or ovale or malariae. But the most common type of malaria, which is mainly caused by the protozoa Plasmodium vivax. Okay. Now, the host of the Plasmodium. As we all know that Plasmodium is a parasite. It means that to complete its life cycle, it requires to host. It means that on the host body, they complete their life cycle. So primary host or the definitive host is female Anopheles mosquito. Here pay attention students, not male Anopheles. Only the female Anopheles mosquito is the host of Plasmodium, which is the primary host or definitive host. And the secondary host or the intermediate host is the human beings. And mainly those are affected by the disease malaria. On the beside the host, female Anopheles mosquito are also the vector of the diseases because actually they carry the infection from one man to one human being to another, or one person to another. That's why they are also the vector of the diseases, means the carrier. So Plasmodium have to complete its life cycle, they require two hosts. Number one is the primary host or a female Anopheles, whereas the man is the intermediate host or the secondary host. Beside, female Anopheles also act as a vector which carry the infection of this disease. Okay. Now, according to your book, the main part is that we have to know about the life cycle of the Plasmodium protozoa. Life cycle, actually there are so many stages of Plasmodium in their life cycle, and the infective stage of the Plasmodium is sporozoite, means this stage is responsible for the disease. Okay, so let's start. First, suppose an infected female Anopheles. Infected female Anopheles means in this mosquito body, this sporozoite stage of Plasmodium is present. That's why this Anopheles mosquito is called infected. Infected means the female Anopheles which carry the sporozoite stage of Plasmodium. Okay. Now, this infected female Anopheles mosquito bites a normal person, and usually the sporozoites or the infectious stage that is present on the female mosquito body through biting enters into the human body. So in the first stage is that from the mosquito body, the sporozoite stage of Plasmodium enters into the human body. It means human become infected. Okay. Second, next, the sporozoites now enter into the liver cells, mainly the parenchyma cells of the liver. So the sporozoites from the site of entry, they migrate to where? Migrate to the liver cells. And in the liver cells, they reproduce asexually. Reproduce asexually means they increase their number from 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to means they increase their number in the liver cells. Suppose this is the liver cells. Here, this is the sporozoites. They undergo the asexual reproduction or by fission and increase their numbers. Okay, in this way they increase their numbers in the liver cells. When there are so many, when the number increases, ultimately what happens? The liver cells bursts and they enter into the blood flow. Suppose this is the liver cells. The liver cells become bursts and they releases out from the liver cells and enter into the bloodstream. Yes, they enter into the bloodstream. Now, in the blood, again this infected stage enters into the red blood cells or RBCs of the blood. Where they enter? Now they enter into the RBCs of the blood. Again, similarly, same incident takes places in the RBC also. Again, they increase their number in the RBC by sexual reproduction and RBC also bursts. Suppose this is the RBC. Here again the sporozoites increases their numbers and ultimately RBC become ruptured and they releases, and this one again infect the new red blood cells or RBC and the process is going on. Okay, but there is a slight difference between same incident takes place in the liver cells, in the RBC cells. At first they undergoes a sexual reproduction, increase their number, but there is a difference. Now what is the difference? Let's see. When RBC bursts, they release a toxin, means they release a chemical which is named hemojoin. What is the hemojoin? Toxin. And mainly in the human beings, when this toxin releases, actually this hemojoin causes fever and other symptoms. So the difference is that when RBC bursts, the toxin hemojoin releases, but when liver cells burst, this type of chemicals is not released. This is the major difference. Okay, so now the released parasites again infect the new RBCs. Okay, so in the RBCs, sexual stages also developed. Sexual stages means gametocytes, male female gametes produced, but the fusion does not occur in the RBC. In the RBC only the sexual stages of the means the gametocytes are developed. So in the RBC, three things happen. Number one is the bursts. RBC burst when they increase, when the sporozoites increase in their number. Number two is that they release hemojoin, and number three is the sexual stages also developed. Okay. Next, a normal female Anopheles mosquito bites this affected person. Okay. Then the gametocytes enters into the mosquito body. So when this female Anopheles bites, the gametocyte stages developed into the mosquito body. Okay. In the gut of the mosquito, these male and female gametocytes fuse together, fertilization occur, it means, and they developed into zygotes. Okay. So complete development occurs in the gut of the mosquito. Okay. So in the gut after development, again sporozoites produced. Sporozoid means the infected stage. These sporozoites now enter into the salivary gland of the mosquito. So in the gut of the mosquito, fertilization and game development takes places, and after development, the sporozoite enter into the salivary gland of mosquito. Okay. When the sporozoites enters into the salivary gland of mosquito and they waited, when this female Anopheles again bites the normal person, what will happen? These sporozoites, see, number one stage again, these sporozoites again enter into the human body and the cycle is repeated. So it's the life cycle of the malaria. Okay.